functions of your liver. So pick two. Any two functions of your liver. On slide number 9, you need to know that the principal pigment of the bile derived from the breakdown of hemoglobin is called biliverdin. Slide number 9. Slide number 11, you're going to tell me that bilirubin binds to albumin, which then carries it to the liver. The bilirubin at this point is called unconjugated or indirect bilirubin. You need to know that is insoluble. And what does that mean?
Solid.
It can't leave the body.
It stays in your tissues. You cannot get that's what causes your skin. Yes. Yes. Slide number 12. What conjugates the bilirubin? What's the name of the enzyme?
Esterification? Oh, no.
The enzyme. And please just know it as UDPGT. I'm not going to ask you to
Oh,
the
wow.
whole thing.
What kind of question would that go with? Like what enzyme breaks down the bilirubin?
Well, conjugated.
It kind of makes
Gotcha.
what enzyme or what is the mechanism needed to convert unsoluble bilirubin to soluble bilirubin?
Gotcha.
Okay. On slide number 16, you need to know that that ammonia, the breakdown of proteins leads to ammonia. Your body converts the ammonia to urea, and then how do you get rid of it? Right. So amino acids, ammonia, to urea, eliminated through your kidney. It's kind of on 16, and it's kind of in the lecture that we just did too. It's kind of just that.
It's the
I don't
last
know that-
dot
It's kind of
of
like
the
putting
proteins.
things together. That, you know, the breakdown of your amino acids leads to ammonia, which breaks down into urea. E in there. And then you eliminate it in your urine.
No. It's basically the last dot of the proteins.
What would be a cause of a prehepatic jaundice?
Red blood cells.
Hemolysis.
What is it?
Hemolysis.
Hemolysis.
So we usually call it like a hemolytic anemia.
Right.
Ahas and wahas. Yep, hemolytic anemia. NHDFN, hemolytic disease of the fetus and newborn. What are our reference ranges as far as therapy for a child with their bilirubin? So I told you like 8 to 10 would be the,
Normal.
I'm sorry,
This is normal.
Right.
10 to 15.
would be
Light
phototherapy,
therapy.
greater than 15.
Exchange transfusion.
And in all honesty, the exchange transfusion part is more hematology.
What is the one about the previous question?
What?
An example of a prehepatic would be a hemolytic disease, hemolytic anemia. Remember, it's before the liver, so your red cells are rupturing at a rate that your liver can't take care of. Give me an example of a post-hepatic.
Kidney failure.
Gallstones.
Gallstones, yes. If you have a post-hepatic, what color would your stool be?
Right.
Correct. Would you see urobilinogen in your urine?
No.
No.
Correct. Okay, specimen considerations for a bilirubin. What do we need to make sure it doesn't happen to our specimen?
Oh, protect it from
Hemolysis.
light.
Yeah, I thought somebody was showing how. So we were talking about the bullets for babies. I was telling you an amber colored to protect it from light. Okay, if I don't have one of these, how would I protect it from light?
Foil.
Wrap it in foil.
I put in aluminum foil. You got it. You got it. Okay. Does refrigeration affect your bilirubin result? Stick it in the refrigerator? Yeah, if the light goes down in the refrigerator, right? No, refrigerator does not affect your bilirubin result. Okay. You will know your normal value, slide number 30. Normal value for total billy, and again, your neonate bilirubin results I told you.
We don't have a slide 30.
Slide 28.
Was that 28 for you? And then your total bilirubin methods, Jurassic Golf and Evelyn Malloy. Jurassic Golf uses caffeine as an accelerator. Evelyn Malloy uses methanol as an accelerator. I always call it Jurassic Park.
What was the, can you go over both those again? Jurassic, what was it again? Caffeine?
Caffeine. And then Evelyn Malloy is methanol.
Okay.
SP, what would I call this? And again, it's a essay question, if you will. It's, I believe it's 4 or 6 points. You're going to be able to explain to me the correlation between your total protein number, your amino acids, and some need to come from your diet, and so that will explain your nutritional status, right? However, you want to write that in a sentence too. Not asking for, whole research paper, just a sentence. So the keywords I'm looking for: amino acids, building your protein, must eat them, come from your diet, total protein diet. Okay. Do you talk about amino acidopathies in your analysis? Maple sugar urine disease
Yep.
and.
Get to that.
Okay. I figured you did. I'm just.
Yeah, heart nubs,
I mean, what they need to know from-
PKU, all that.
Yeah, because what they need to know from me are more the deficiency, the
Right,
enzyme.
just like I let you do the acid base with the metabolic and respiratory
Right,
alkalosis
right.
and acidosis.
Right,
Cause
okay.
yeah, I hit quite a few. Leishman, I do Hunter Hurlers, I
Oh, so you
do,
do way more than I do.
yeah, tyrosinlemia,
Homocystinuria?
homocystinuria, cystinuria, cystinosis.
Okay, and so you'll get more. Have no fear. So PKU, what is your deficiency? What are you deficient in PKU?
Phenol,
Phenol,
Right, the enzyme for phenol. So what would happen if we did not monitor your PKU? We did not test for it and we did not be careful. What would happen to the person?
Toxic on the brain.
Correct, causing mental problems when they get to PKU. Okay. Maple sugar disease, it's a branched chain alpha keto acid decarboxylase enzyme. Just gotta take that one out of a lineup, it's multiple choice. Homocystinuria, how do you treat it?
diet of vitamin D.
Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12. Okay. On slide number 11, I tell you that the elements that are contained in protein, which of those elements is significant for protein?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. And so because it contains nitrogen, what does that do for us in the laboratory? If we cleave off the nitrogen and we can measure the nitrogen, what is it going to tell us? Your total protein number, yes. Slide number 12, where are proteins synthesized?
Liver.
In the liver.
In the liver, with the exception of which one?
Ammonia.
Immunoglobulins.
Immunoglobulins, and what do they come from?
Plasma cells.
Plasma cells, yes.
Oh,
slide 14, prealbumin, where does it migrate on your SPE? And what does it carry?
Vitamin A.
I'm sorry, what slide are we on?
It's 13.
14.
Oh, 14? 13. Oh,
It's
13.
13.
Oh, for you guys, it's 13. I guess I should print that.
And I'm sorry, what was the question again? I apologize.
Prealbumin, where does it migrate on your SPE?
In front of the albumin.
Front of the albumin. And what does it carry?
Vitamin A.
Thyroxine.
So thyroid hormones and your vitamin A, correct? On that same slide, you're gonna know the normal value for albumin. And albumin has a lot of jobs, but what did I tell you one of the major jobs it has is?
Oncotic pressure.
Oncotic pressure. Alpha fetoprotein. What would an increased alpha fetoprotein tell us? I told you to know numerous things. No, that's not maturity ones. That's fetoprotein. Right. So neural tube defects, and as a tumor marker. Haptoglobin does what? What's the job of haptoglobin?
Binds
Binds
free
up
hemoglobin.
Remove free hemoglobin, yes. What is the job of ceruloplasmin?
Copper.
Transports your copper, yes. What is the job of transferrin?
Iron.
There is your iron. What would a beta microglobulinemia do for a doctor who has a patient with HIV? What is that a marker for?
The lymph turnover rate.
Lymphocyte turnover rate, exactly. How would I know if I was doing electrophoresis for the day? How would I know if somebody gave me plasma instead of serum to do a serum protein electrophoresis?
Spike.
Spike with the
You're
alpha.
gonna get an abnormal spike in your SPE pattern. Correct. Correct.
Is it always, I'm sorry, is it going to always be between alpha 1 and alpha 2, or could it be an abnormal
It's-
spike
it's always-
anywhere?
No, it's always in the same spot. And that part I'm not worried about as to where it is. I just want you to know that there's going to be an abnormal spike on your SPE.
Okay.
And that's how you're gonna know that it was plasma instead of serum. So tell me what a C-reactive and a high-sensitive C-reactive protein, tell me the difference between those two.
Infection for sear and cardiac for HS.
You got it, you got it. C-reactive is infection, inflammatory disease. High sensitivity is for cardiac. As far as your immunoglobulin class, you know games, you're okay. Kind of like that Sesame Street game, which one doesn't look like the other? Then I do believe, and I will double check, that there is a matching BNP with congestive heart failure, fibronectin for a nutritional marker, fetal fibronectin for premature delivery, and amyloid for Alzheimer's disease. I think you're just matching the marker with whatever it's marking. Okay, on protein analysis, you need to know your normal total protein number. You need to know that the Keldall method is the reference method or classic method. And how does it work? It measures the nitrogen content. For albumin, it is Brome-Kressel green or Brome-Kressel purple. And on on the next slide, your total protein minus your albumin equals your globulin. So if I gave you a total protein value and an albumin value, you'd be able to tell me what the globulin value is, correct? You can bring a calculator if you want. Okay, on the SPE, the electrophoresis, the actual procedure, what is the point of putting it in a buffer at 8.6?
Maybe.
What does a buffer of 8.6 do to my protein?
Lowers the charge or negative?
Makes a negative charge, which means it's then going to move in my electrical field, correct? Yes. Again, I'm going to give you a picture, and you're going to be able to give me the point of application, positive, negative, and label the 5 keys. So in my pattern, which one travels the farthest?
Albumin.
Right. And again, pre-albumin, we said yes, but when I'm asking the end, you'll see that the question, pre-albumin is not a choice, so that's not a problem. And then again, those electrophoretic patterns, you're just going to, they're listed there for you. There's a picture there, and then you're just going to match up the names. I picked 4 out of the ones that you did. Which one has a beta gamma bridge?
Cirrhosis.
Is that the Mike Logan?
What's the one with the game, did you say?
She just need to know.
All you need to know is 5, G-A-M-E. I'm not gonna, I didn't ask you any particulars on which one to write.
Not their functions,
No, that's a serology thing, and then like I said, we'll do it again when we do it.